What's up, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Bay Area Boys, where we discuss everything Bay Area
with the boys.
How you doing, man?
I'm all right, dude.
Yeah?
We this is a rush job today, a little bit.
Oh, well, a little behind the curtain, huh? Okay, yeah, I mean, but still very prepared. And we had a little talking sesh before we started. So while it was expedited. How about that?
There's a spider web there.
Did you get it in one?
I did.
Did you just Mr. Miyagi it?
Yes.
Whoa, that's impressive, man. You're on your game.
I'm sorry. What was your?
No, I'm blown away. I'm impressed.
Of what?
That was incredible.
Oh, nice. Thanks.
The dexterity involved was really good.
I can do that with flies in midair too.
That's what I'm saying with chopsticks?
Yeah.
Mr. Miyagi style, like I just said, that was the whole reference.
Never was a big Karate Kid fan.
What?
Yes.
Have you seen Karate Kid?
Yeah.
Have you though?
Yeah. I'm going to be honest with you too. I was never a big Ninja Turtles fan.
Okay. This is explaining a lot, I think. This is really explaining a lot. You know how I'm like fun and carefree?
Yeah.
And you're like...
For the most part, you are.
I am.
You have little moments behind the curtain that nobody else sees, though.
Well, yeah, I'm a human being with feelings. Okay. I mean, I'm entitled to my feelings, okay? Okay, you don't even have to laugh about that. But I'm just saying, it doesn't surprise me that you're not a Ninja Turtles fan.
It's not that I'm not a fan. Like, I'll watch the movie when it hits the rental market.
The rental market, yeah.
But
the secondary market.
I don't know what it is, dude, because my brother always was watching it and shit. I don't know. I mean, I know 93. I have no excuse. Born in 93.
Yeah.
It should have been right there at that time.
That's prime turtle
but
time.
Here's the thing. It's like, I would watch it. I didn't watch the TV show. Like, I'd watch, I don't know, dude.
You're getting real flustered right now, dude. You need to chill out. So what was your show?
A lot of different shit, dude. You know,
like what was yours? Because mine was Turtles. Like
Hillary
Turtles and
Duff,
Ghostbusters.
Like, you know.
Wait, what was it?
No, I'm just fucking with you.
Would you say Hillary Duff? Cadet Kelly?
The Hillary Duff Show, Kim Possible.
Do you mean Lizzie McGuire?
Yeah.
Come on, dude. Put some respect on that.
All right. Anyways, Ren and Stimpy. Huge Ren and Stimpy fan.
Great.
So it's weird that I like.
I loved Ren and Stimpy.
All Real Monsters.
Of course.
Kablam.
Okay. So you had some good ones.
No, I know. It's all
Turtles
there.
Just didn't fall in.
Rocko's Modern Life.
Loved Rocko's Modern Life. I think was my favorite cartoon as a kid.
Yeah. Cat Dog.
Okay. What about The Secret World of Alex Mack? Or was that a little too old for you?
Harriet the Spy. I did some Harriet the Spy.
Yeah. With Michelle Trachtenberg, right? Was that her name?
Damn, dude. I don't think anybody except for you remembers her.
That's not true.
What else? I mean, you know, I could, if I had the list in front of me, be like,
no, that's a good mix.
Yeah.
That's a great mix.
So that's why, as I'm saying, it's just, you know, I don't know what it is. It's just Ninja Turtles just didn't set with me. But also, I'm not the big like action. You know what I mean? I love Dark Knight. I'm not a huge fan of the Batman series.
Like the animated series?
No, in general.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
We were gonna have a big problem.
Well, I mean, if I didn't watch that, I probably didn't really watch the animated series either.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
you didn't like? Do you like any of the Batman movies?
Dark Knight Rises.
So the Christian Bale series.
Yes.
You didn't like any of the
older ones? Yeah, I do. I do like, you know, like, I don't know which one it is, but Penguin. Like, I would watch those, but like, I'm not that dude that's religious about it.
Okay.
Like, same thing, dude. Like, I'm not a big Harry Potter fan. I've probably seen like a couple of the Harry Potters.
Yeah.
I'm not a big what's another one? What's another series that's like similar to that?
Star Wars.
Lord of the Rings. I kept up a little bit, you know, maybe like the first 2 to 3.
There's only 3.
Maybe the first 1.5.
I mean, there's the prequel. Can I tell you? It feels like 3 after you get through 1.
Yeah.
So I will give you that.
So, yeah. I'm not a fan. You know this, dude. I'm not a fan of the commercial
You're not.
successes.
You're really not.
Yeah.
Okay. I respect you for that, though.
I'm built different.
Yeah. I think you're wrong, but I respect you for it.
What was your what did you have any like 80s like things that I wouldn't like? There's like no way that I wouldn't.
I don't think so because like
Why
I was.
Are you laughing?
What's so funny, Johnny? What's so funny, Johnny?
How old are you, Matt?
Bro, I'm 38.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
Well, wait, what was that answer?
I don't think he knew what your age was, so he thought I was like. Because I do this with them all the time, where I'm like, and I do this with Sam too, even though it's like a 2 to 3 year difference. I act like it's like this.
Did you know I was that old?
No. As soon as you said it, I remembered, but like in my head, it didn't connect.
I know
that you were like raised in the 80s, right?
Yeah, but I mean, even still, like it was. I was in '84, so by the time I was 6, it was '90 already. So I didn't really have too much of a chance to like consume a lot of '80s stuff outside of cartoons, Mister Rogers and Sesame Street.
See, I never did Mr. Rogers.
That also.
Of course, I
explains a
did
lot.
Sesame Street.
Okay,
but yeah.
So Sesame Street over Barney?
That's a tough one because
No,
I felt
it's
like
it's not a tough.
No,
it's
I mean
not.
for me, what I watched equally was I watched them equally, but I'd probably say like more relatable Sesame Street.
Good. That is the correct answer.
Yeah,
that's the correct answer. Hey, you want to talk about some real estate stuff?
I mean,
I don't
guess.
really, to be honest
I
with
know.
you. This is a lot of fun, but we
Yeah.
probably should since it's part of the podcast.
I know this is what everybody tunes in for, right? I mean, all right, so we're gonna do a little off top.
Ooh, some off
topic. What's in and what's not in right now?
Okay.
Yes. All right.
I
You
like
ready?
this. I'm ready.
Offers above list price.
Do you want to kick it off, or do you want me to give my first like reaction and then we can go?
Just say in or not in. If it's controversial, dive into it.
Okay. So set me up again. Set me up
Yeah.
again.
Offers above list price.
I think for my market, it's out right now. I would say in general.
And I'll say this: it's because the agents in your market price way too high.
Yeah, they do. Yes, they do. I will. Hey, sorry, agents. it's just the truth. You kind of do sometimes. You come out with some prices, and I'm like, whoa, that's way too high.
So since a lot of our listeners don't quite know who you are and what market you serve yet,
Ooh, excuse me?
no, tell everybody about what your market is. Why that is.
Sure. Well,
Yeah.
I'm sure everybody watching is fully aware of who I am and what my market is because you're all fantastic listeners. And I'm me. So, of course, y'all know me. I work in the Solano County area of the Bay Area, which is probably one of, if not the cheapest, most affordable county in what we would consider the Bay Area, which we'll get into a little bit
Rapid
later.
fire some cities in Solano County.
Solano County, you got Benicia, Vallejo, Fairfield, Vacaville, all the way up to Rio Vista, up in the Delta. But those are the main cities. Sassoon, Cordelia, if you want to call it that, even though it's kind of its own little subsection. So that area up there.
Nice, I like it. So you're saying it basically, what we're saying is in your market, I mean, I'd say more Benicia. I can't really speak too much when it comes to the agents in Fairfield and Vacaville and all that. But in Benicia, yeah, I've noticed multiple times because I work with more buyers in Benicia than you work with sellers in Benicia.
Yep.
You get what I mean by that. I've always noticed that like one, it's priced high, and then two, like they'll stay at that price for ridiculously long.
There is a house in Benicia right now. Can I say the street? I'll say on Barton Street that has been listed for $899 for 3 months and has not had a single price reduction. And I had a house literally right around the corner from it, the exact same floor plan. We are closing tomorrow. It was on the market for like 3 days.
What did you list it at?
We listed it at $859,900.
And so that's what's insane is a $40,000 difference. And you guys got how much?
Full price.
Okay.
Full ask offer.
Okay. So, and that's the difference between what's more worth it to you, time versus the money, right?
Yeah. But the house isn't going to sell for $899.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Clearly, it's not going to sell for that.
Is there anything that's less desirable about that house than yours?
No.
Wow.
No.
So they're just off by 40,000.
Yeah, we have a little bit bigger of a lot size, but theirs is way more updated and has another bedroom in it.
So there is a difference.
Yeah, yes. But what I'm saying is it's the same floor plan, the same area. And while
But an extra bedroom and updated, that's a lot
that's what I'm
of money.
saying. While we have the lot size,
Well, so-
they have better updates and another room.
Let me ask you this, though. So obviously, just so you guys know, that clearly just means that pricing is super key. But don't you think that 40,000 is worth it if it's way more updated and has an extra bedroom?
If it doesn't sell, then
I know,
no.
but isn't that odd though? Like, think about it. Okay, let's just say they have $30,000 more in upgrades, 40,000.
I thought it was overpriced when it came on the market, and I told my seller that, which is why we listed for the price we did. Because I said if we listed for $899, it's not going to sell.
Yeah, look at this house.
And I was right.
But even that
Thank
extra
God.
bedroom should be worth an extra 20 grand.
You'd think.
It's wild.
You'd think.
Yeah. Time
You
for
know?
a price reduction, Barton.
You would think after 3 months.
Who's the agent?
It's switched twice.
Ooh.
Yeah.
at same price.
Yeah. So,
Wow.
you know, and a lot of times that doesn't have to do with the agent. If the seller wants to do a thing, you can't make them do something else. So, you know, it's who knows what's really going on behind closed doors. I really can't speak on that. But my point is, pricing is very important in Benicia because if you overprice something, it will sit.
Yeah.
It's not going to sell.
And that's in any market.
Of course.
So you're saying offers above list price in your market is out.
Is out. Absolutely.
All right.
What about for you?
In.
Yeah.
In as long as it's priced right. In as long as it's priced right.
And you're more talking about Contra Costa, Alameda, mostly
county.
markets. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not seeing much at all that's going below list price. And if it does, then it's overpriced.
Yeah.
Multiple offers, in or out?
Out for my market as well.
Really?
Again, yeah, unless you're priced well. The last 2 homes, I got deals in under 5 days, so they were quick, but it wasn't multiple. It was just one really good, solid offer that came in, and we jumped on it.
Let me ask you this. When with those offers that you got that you said was quick, but you didn't get many of them, were those agents, those buyers agents asking you, hey, how many offers are up against? Hey, how many offers do you have in hand? Hey, how are we looking to compare to other offers? Any of those questions?
Absolutely. We got a few people that asked about multiple offers, when offers were due, and it was just a circumstance where my seller just wanted to get the deal done. In one case, they were moving to New Mexico, so they just had to get it finished. The other case, it was an investment property that was vacant, so they just wanted to sell. And in both instances, we set really good prices to where my seller said, if I can get this price, I'm happy. So we got those prices in both instances, and I'm always honest with agents in those situations. I know I've heard some other people will straight up lie about that they have multiple offers to try to drive the price up. But my worry with that is, and it's happened in actual multiple offer scenarios. If I lie to the person and say, hey, Roland, you know what? We have an offer $30,000 above asking price. You know, if you can't beat that, don't bother putting one in.
That's
But I've had people say that.
that's so bad.
No, of course, but I've
Yeah.
had people do that
No,
before.
I hear you, yeah.
And I've sensed it, and I'm like, I think they're just kind of trying to drive my price up. And I say, well, then my buyer's not interested. And then 2 weeks later, their house is still on the market. I'm like, oh, what happened to that $30,000
Yeah.
price offer? You know, my worry is if I engage in that kind of tactic, I'm going to scare away potential buyers that could still be good because they don't want to get in a multiple bid scenario or
Yeah.
pay over ask for a house, which a lot of buyers are really fearful and mindful of doing right now. So I'm honest. I say, hey, look, we have a lot of interest. There's a lot of agents poking around, which has always been the truth. If you can come in at this price with good terms, let's lock it up and get it done, right? That's always kind of my idea when I want to sell a house. That is a price set that my client would be happy with.
Yeah. I mean, even for those agents that do lie, just to maybe if any of you agents watch this, a better strategy would be to say, hey, it doesn't always, we do have an offer 30,000 above, but it doesn't always boil down to price. So I would definitely encourage your clients to write.
Yeah, that's great. Exactly.
Why would you
good.
lie and then talk the person out of it?
I've seen that happen.
Like, it's
I've
so bad.
seen it happen.
So multiple offers are definitely in here in Contra Costa, Alameda County, and
By like how much would you say?
Here's the thing. I would say that Contra Costa and Alameda County are more notorious for strategic pricing, which is under market, under market value pricing. And if it's not that, it's more transparent pricing. So they may still get that price, but they may be giving a credit, which some people on the back end, except for us, don't see.
Do you want to talk about the difference between strategic pricing and transparent pricing?
Yeah. So strategic pricing is, like I just mentioned, it's pricing below the market value. I just did that with the most recent sale I had in Antioch. We listed at $400,000. My seller, everybody knew that it was listed way below market, but we got lots of people through the open house. We got 18 to 19 offers, and ended up selling $93,000 above what we listed for. So
what's the strategy behind underpricing it like that?
you get as many people in the door as you can. More people in the door relates to more offers in your hand as the seller. Anytime, a lot of agents will be like, oh, we'll have fun going through those 18 offers. But at the end of the day, I generated 18 offers that I will then counter against each other and drive that price up even more. So for instance, the winning offer we initially got was $485, countered the top three, and then got that price from $485 to $493.
Woo!
So
Nice job, man.
yeah, and then the seller's expectations from the jump was $450, right? So just obliterated and made them super happy and super comfortable.
That's awesome,
Yeah.
dude.
So that's what strategic pricing does. And I would do that same thing in the Benicia market because for how many people are looking, you don't think it would work
No,
well?
and I just wanted to touch on that. The reason why we do more transparent pricing, which is transparent pricing, is when you list the house around where it's probably going to go, give or take a little bit. And the reason we do that in Benicia is because there aren't as many buyers and we're not getting a bunch of multiple offers right now. So we don't want to underlist the house by 100,000 or even 50,000 because the worry is we might get one buyer who offers us our asking price. Damn. And then what do we do, right? Do you just say no or counter for 50,000 more? Because then the buyer's agent goes, "We gave you what you asked for. Do you have any other offers? No, you're just countering against myself. No, take it or leave it."
Yeah.
Which has happened. I've been that buyer who has taken that line before because there was someone who came from a different market, tried the strategic pricing, and that's just not really what happens in Benicia. We're much more of a transparent pricing area, county really in general. So we have to be very mindful of our listing prices because we need to make sure that if we only get one offer, and sometimes it is a lower offer in our area, it's still around what we would like it to be at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So if we list it for $500,000 and we're hoping it gets 600 and someone comes in with 500,000 and we don't have any other offers, we're screwed. But if we list it for 600 and it might go for 575 because the buyer feels like they're getting a deal and they go a little under, we're still way higher than what we were before. Yeah. And while we're taking a tiny bit of a hit, we're still within the range that the seller is happy with accepting.
It's weird, even just because like Martinez, we always talk about like Martinez is the Contra Costa city of Benicia.
Yeah.
And it's so much different, and it's so crazy how many buyers that bridge toll in itself knocks out.
Oh, it's huge. The bridge is really that line kind of drawn in the sand of Solano County and Contra Costa. Now, literally, obviously, that is kind of the line drawn in the sand, but also just in the real estate market, that one bridge changes the entire game between those two cities.
Yeah. Price,
activity, desirability, everything.
All right. Seller credits in or out?
In.
Yeah.
In.
Same thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends with your offer, right? You know, with us in Contra Costa County and Alameda County, if you're asking for that credit, you got to go way more aggressive on price, right? So, and if that's happening, you're hurting your chances still. So I would say it's in, but maybe a lot more doable in your market.
Yeah, I would say in for sure, especially with the interest rates the way that they are. One of the best ways for buyers to be able to afford houses, especially in those higher price markets, like for Contra Costa, for Solano, that would be Benicia. For Contra Costa, Lafayette, Danville, all those other very high market, high ticket value prices, is getting the seller to pay down your interest rate, because that interest rate is going to affect your monthly mortgage more than the purchase price will, give or take, unless it's some huge number. More times than not, that couple points on your interest is going to really knock down your monthly affordability. And in Benicia, that's kind of what I've seen almost on every deal, is the buyer will bump up that number a little bit for purchase price. So the seller is still netting the same money, but it helps everybody. Yep. The buyer can buy it, get a way better rate, and the seller still makes the same money they were going to make before. So everybody wins in that transaction.
Yeah. And then you just run into virtual appraisers from there.
Yeah. Luckily though, I just did one in Richmond. I had a little condo and they bumped up the price $40,000, and we paid for so the seller then did some concessions for a buyer rate buy down and a lot of the closing, almost all the closing costs, but it still net my seller the number they were looking for. And that was my only worry, because you can't go too high, because if you do, the appraisal might not reach to the number, and then you're in a lot of trouble. And so I of course I showed up. The appraiser was actually an appraiser this time. I gave him the comps, it did my job, and it appraised at the price, which is kind of lucky, I think, because it was kind of a stretch and we were just going to kind of deal with it when it came up. But it ended up working out. So for sure, seller concessions in right now.
Yeah, love it. Bay Area barbecue.
Ooh, see, this is an interesting topic. I just got back, and we've been to Texas a few times for a lot of the real estate conferences that we go to, and we've had some pretty good barbecue out there.
Yeah.
Texas is
it's
really
the type of
good.
barbecue where you have that, you ain't going back.
Yeah. I was going to say type of barbecue makes you want to slap your mama.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
If you're into that sort of thing.
I'm not, but when I eat the barbecue,
Yeah.
that's what it does.
Do your thing.
Barrier Barbecue. We went to Horns Barbecue
Honest review.
a couple weeks ago. That was all right. That's
wasn't
honestly
it, dude. It
not
wasn't
okay.
it.
Okay, so it wasn't just me.
No, it wasn't it.
Okay.
Way too hyped up.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, dude. You really can't get like that. It's so weird. I mean, obviously, like Texas, it's just like in their blood. It's like passed down from generations. But it's like, how can somebody not move from Texas to California and get that right here?
Yeah.
It's not there. I've tried it. Almost tried it all. And you get, every once in a while you get the good rib and you get the good, but you never really get the great brisket here.
Yeah, it's tough. I was just in Texas for a wedding this last weekend, and the brisket was incredible.
It's just that, that
And a
smoke ring
smoke
with that
ring.
juice. Just
Yes, it was juicy.
give it
It
a
was
little
tender
squeeze.
because you can dry it out quick.
Yeah.
and if you do that, the whole brisket is.
But
just,
not only that, but like, I don't want to talk so badly about a restaurant, but that brisket was so damn expensive.
Well, barbecue's expensive.
In California.
Barbecue is expensive anywhere.
No, not in Texas, dude. Not for what you're getting in Texas, brother.
Well, everything's bigger in Texas.
Yeah.
But yeah,
is.
California barbecue is very expensive. Maybe it's because we're in California. Maybe it's because we're not in
Maybe it's something in the air.
Texas.
Maybe it's something in the, I don't know. But yeah, man, it's disappointing. Somebody needs to save Bay Area barbecue. So Bay Area barbecue is officially out.
Yeah.
I don't think it was ever in. No. Fusion foods, in or out?
I say in.
So I am a huge fusion food fan, but I think it's kind of starting to phase out.
Ooh.
I just think that it's such,
Like-
with the food truck craze, such a craze, and then it's just kind of like, how else can we fusion from here? Like we've been fusioned out.
How else can we fusion from here? Yeah. I think that's just like a very existential kind of a question.
Box and check.
Okay, so wait. So what's your favorite type of fusion?
Oh, man, this kind of leads into our next segment a little bit. So, I'll touch on it early.
Okay.
Senor Sisig, Filipino-Mexican fusion.
Ooh.
One of my favorite places in Alameda County.
Okay, I don't think I've ever been there. Filipino Mexican? That sounds real good.
It's hella good, dude.
Mine, Vietnamese French.
Where's that at?
That is in Walnut Creek. It's called... I gotta look it up first. Cut this out. Make me look good.
Are you talking Burma? Like
No. Let's see. Because I need to get this right. Walnut Creek.
You got anything to add on fusion food?
Oh, what's it called?
Well, he doesn't prepare properly.
Yeah, I think my favorite fusion probably is I found one time a Taco Bell Pizza Hut mix. That was pretty fire.
Shut the hell up, dude.
Thanks, Johnny, for your amazing input as
I'm
always.
gonna get the calzone and the Crunchwrap Supreme.
It's called Les Cheval.
Never heard of it. Never been.
Ooh, we gotta go. We'll try each other's favorite fusion restaurants.
Let's do a little vlog out of it. And then we'll rate, and then we'll have Johnny. We'll take Johnny with us, and Johnny tries both because I don't think he's tried Senor Sisig yet.
Obviously not.
Did you hear what he just said he had?
Oh, really?
No, he's talking about the Taco Bell. He's like, why would he have that if he's at Taco
Oh,
Bell?
yeah.
Yeah, Les Cheval.
Yeah, we should do that
in Walnut Creek.
And then Johnny says which one he likes better.
I love that idea.
Let's do it.
So I say in. Sounds like you're on the outs. Now, is that personally, or do you think just in the Bay Area in general?